We are live. Thursday night at the fights, a Lawrence Melnick trifecta, followed by an added bonus. Let's get started. First, Larry, all Melnick here versus Perk Muller from the Garden. Took him down. I think he cut him. Same linesman, same referee.
Yep. Got the goozle. I only sliced him for 6.
You had a few run-ins with him. Went on to be a hockey executive. There's our hero going to the box. Number 2, Larry bent over on the boards. Very weird footage here against Bernie Nicholls of the Kings with McLennan. Larry here as an Oiler. What the fuck's going on? They got you pinned in the penalty box. I had to go deep into the vault to find this one, but that Lawrence Melnick Edmonton jersey that's been bootlegged and sold and autographed all over Western Canada. Look at Bernie Nicholls still trying. Elbow. Look at Larry. The head's down.
Yeah.
I always thought Bernie Nicholls was a relatively clean. Look at this guy. Should I bite the glove?
I should have swung right there. My left hand is free. I should have swung right there.
Where are the refs' helmets?
Ooh, look at that. But once again, look how good the hair is. You had your gel in.
That's the only fight Bernie's been in his life.
I don't think I ever saw Bernie Nicholls in a fight.
Never.
Now you're pissed here. This is
Where are the refs' helmets?
There. Oh, now for the number 3. Now Larry as a Canuck. Larry and Gary Roberts.
Oh, wow.
Well, Lawrence is absolutely pummeling Roberts here with left after left after left. Pretty good scrap from my partner. Look at him go.
That's before he started lifting weights.
You said he was like an intellectual, wasn't he?
No, that was Marquardt.
Marquardt, right from Boston.
They look like brothers, but yeah, that was Marquardt. Anyways, what's happening?
Look at Larry here again, back to a very familiar spot, the penalty box.
Yeah, not that much, but anyways, what's happening in Florida, Lawrence?
Well, we missed a show last week. All in all, we were very fortunate. Clint and myself, in addition to experiencing the hurricane, terrible tornadoes throughout the entire Southeast.
Yeah,
they would compare these tornadoes to what you might see in Kansas, Oklahoma, not here. And one hit about 2 miles north of me. It basically wiped out Quail Country Club, which is one of the best golf courses. The Village got whacked, an area they call Central Beach. And then an area southwest towards I get to I-95, it wiped out a residential community, several casualties. Even coming home today, the cleanup is still weeks and weeks and weeks. Flatbeds flipped over, dumpsters flipped over, metal. So the tornadoes from about 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock were horrific. And then we had 8 hours, 9 hours of the wind, not a lot of rain, but depending upon where you were, either a lot of damage or minimal. So Clint and I lucked out. But this was wicked. You know, those meteorologists said they never saw tornadic activity like this in South Florida. So it was nasty.
I always assumed that the west side of Florida was safe, but not anymore.
The last few years, they've been coming up from the Gulf. So Fort Myers 2 years ago, the Panhandle 3 times now in the last 13 months. The Tampa area wasn't a direct hit. It hit Sarasota just south, but the storm surge that came in there was terrible. Then it went right through the state. And then I was afraid of the tornadoes on the back end here, going over the Indian River and then the Atlantic coming back, but they were on the front end. But all in all, I'll take it. It was a nasty week, and we took it seriously. There's 2 more out there now, one in the Atlantic, one in the Gulf, but doesn't look like any further threats to Florida. And then hopefully we get through the last month, and that'll be it for the season.
Yeah, hopefully that's it.
So
how far are you from the water?
I could walk to the ocean. I'm 2 houses from the Atlantic.
Wow. Okay.
So about a tenth of a mile to my west is the Indian River, which separates Vero from the barrier island here. And then we're right on the ocean here. So if anything should come, which is yet to happen, from the ocean in the 2+ years here, chances are we'd have to evacuate.
Wow, I didn't know you were that close, man. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's I was close in Boca, about a half a mile, but here 2 houses, then you got a little pavilion, then a berm. So less than a 3-minute walk door to door.
Oh my God.
And a 3-minute walk to your favorite pub.
That I do. And speaking about that, I guess I'm solo tonight for the opening toast.
Yeah.
Clint and I were informed moments before we went live that the man who just has an infatuation with beer, apparently since Canadian Thanksgiving is drying out.
It was crazy. So my wife actually got in the car with me and we drove again.
That would chase me from drinking for a few days.
No, I know. So yeah, she hates driving. So we drove.
You got in the convertible, or you took the?
I got the sedan, 4-door sedan, because we had lots of stuff to take. So her mom's in a home in Kelowna, which is 3.5 hours from here. And my cousin lives there, and she had 20 people over for Thanksgiving. But also, a buddy of mine from Winnipeg, where I grew up, was in West Kelowna, where his son has moved to. So I had 3 days of complete stupidity. And I said, and I ate enough for 4 people. I'm getting heavy. I'm drinking. I can't deal with stupid people. And the only way I can deal with it is by drinking. So
what have you done these last 3 days?
I just stayed in the house, watched Netflix.
Oh,
that's it. I've done nothing. So I golf with my buddies. We had some beers on the course, of course, and then.
So you did break. So you are drinking.
No. I'm talking about the weekend. I'm talking about Thanksgiving, which was on the Monday. So we had the big 15 or 20 people at my cousin's house. I had a hot tub earlier in the morning with a couple of beers and a Bloody Mary or Caesar or whatever, and then we got into it. So it was a long day and night. But so.
Well, rumor has it that Earl's, if you go through the weekend now, they may have to close.
Pretty much.
The loss of business, let alone the golf cart girls. And
so my brother's, who is in Phoenix right now, and he's texting me because I'll be going to Phoenix pretty soon, like next week, just for a week. He's texting me all the
Thursday to Thursday to see
Thursday to Thursday. He said this is the only time you can come.
You do know that we do a show Thursday night.
He knows that too. Remember, he was on the first episode, the second episode. So, anyways, he's right there now. He's pissing me off because he's watching. The Yankees are on right now. They just hit back-to-back home runs.
Judge hit a 2-run homer before we went on to go 3-3 off Class A.
Yeah.
So very exciting.
And then the Canucks are playing in Florida. How far are you from the rink in Florida?
Hour and a half.
Oh shit! Okay, so you don't give a shit about that.
I used to be 25 minutes.
Yeah. But, and then of course you got golf on and whatever else. Friday night or Thursday night football's on pretty quick.
Thursday
so anyways,
football, Rangers at Red Wings tonight.
Well, okay.
We got the National League Division Series after this one. Mets and Dodgers. Dodgers up 2-1. But if the Yankees win tonight, they go up 3-0, and this would be a devastating loss for Cleveland. Up 3-1. They bring in their ace, and Judge finally broke that schneid, hit his first postseason home run in the Bronx the other night, and just a huge 2-run blast, as we said before we came on live. Everybody
wants to see LA Yankees, right? So we don't need it. That's it. The world, everybody, baseball, everybody wants to see the Yankees in LA. So anyways, my brother is in, it used to be called the Sandbar. It's a 15-minute walk from his place. So he's going and around there is probably Florida or Phoenix has it so smart. They built the city so smart. You can walk to a place in 15 minutes and you can go to 7 bars. And they do that, in pretty much every little city. Gilbert, Chandler, Scottsdale. Every city. Canada, you got one bar 15 minutes. You got to go 15 minutes another way. We're down
Like
here.
a little pub crawl.
Yeah, pub crawl. Exactly. Yeah.
Midwest is like that. Florida's like that. You park your car once. You got a bunch of places. Westchester was like that, where we grew up. New Rochelle, even in Pelham and Rye. Got a bunch of joints. Don't need to go back and forth driving.
What's the main street in Westchester? Mamaroneck Avenue.
Mamaroneck Avenue connects
Mamaroneck Avenue. There must be 10 bars there that you can walk to.
That's great. Boston Post Road, which will be US 1, goes right up to Playland, right up to Rye.
Exactly. So
now, what have you still? Are we hooking up for the 65th birthday in Vegas, or have you decided how you want to incorporate that big year?
Are we going to tell everybody?
I'll scratch that. Clint, edit. I'll meet you in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going to be for my 65th. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. No, I don't think so.
Now, back to this 3-day drought of you.
Yeah.
When can we expect you to get back to normalcy? This is freaking our viewers out.
Tomorrow, 1 p.m. It's already set up. Yeah. So my son lives 15 minutes from here, and my nephew's come in from Saskatoon. So he's coming for a week. It's my daughter's birthday. She's turning 27. So there's a big party here at my townhouse on Saturday. 20 people, 20, 25-year-olds that just really want to hang out with a 65-year-old. So my daughter's invited me. Pardon?
Can Clint come?
Well, he's not 65. How old's Clint? 20.
He's closer to 25.
40.
Yeah, you're too old.
Nah.
Yeah, you're way too old. So that's what's happening. So tomorrow I'm going to go to a couple of pubs with my son and my nephew.
All right, good. So you're back.
Yeah, get primed for Saturday. Don't forget get your flu shot. I'm going to do that tomorrow at 9 a.m. Yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm trying to be like you. I hate shaving. You don't like shaving either, right?
I absolutely hate it.
I hate shaving. You know why? Because I use a couple of razors, and we're going to plug Harry's. Harry's is one of the best razors I've ever had. And then the Schick Hydra 5 is also very good. 5-blade.
Nice clean shave.
But I got a couple of dew flickers here, one on each side, exact same position, spot, a couple of carbuncles that are so big that I had to grow some hair. And I'm going to shave before the birthday party. But when you get, do you ever shave, or you always have scruff?
No, I put it on. I take it off. I mix it up. I'll do the sides. I'll trim it. I'll cut it back. Every now and then I'll take it off. It'll grow back. But we're getting more and more gray. Yeah. Now you said last time you use your little Grecian formula. So does the beard come in 3 days gray for you?
I hate it. No, I
get that patch.
I don't. The Harrys and the 5-bladers, they all work great, but why do we have to go over the same spot 50 times and draw blood before we actually get the frickin' hairs? Why? Can you explain that to me? Is there a scientific term for that? Or is it just OCD where we have to go like this all the time? Tell me.
What you need would be that professional straight edge razor shave at the barbershop.
That I've never done. I might try that, where they put the hot compress on.
They put that hot towel on you, and they sit you all the way back in that chair. And then, it's a little imposing at first. They take that friggin' blade out. So you hope you don't have a guy with a shake, but it's a clean shave.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to shave tonight. And because I don't like the way it feels in the morning when I shave. So I shave at night. I put the Harvey's lotion on, face lotion. Harvey's. It's coconut butter. And this.
So you're all lubricated.
Yeah, you got to be lubricated. So
balm, salves, gels.
But I think that Harvey's or Harry's is going to cut. It's going to cut that freaking carbuncle, and there's going to be blood drawn. But anyways, another point I'm trying to make of this is, so when you go cut the grass, I don't cut the grass anymore, but they cut grass for us because I live in a townhouse. But when I went and had to cut the grass, there's got to be a scientific term for this too. I could not leave the backyard or the front yard with any blades of grass left up. You know what I mean? Like, it's like shaving. I can't leave. If you see a hair, I gotta get to it. So one time my son went down the street. When we lived on Melnick Mountain, my son went door to door and asked the people if he could cut the grass. $20 to cut the grass or whatever. So it's a high-end establishment street. And he missed the spot. And he went and he left the lawnmower. And I said, Carter, where are you going? You left, like, you can't do a job half-assed like that. And he said, oh, Dad, don't worry about it. I said, no, you start the lawnmower up again and you cut the frickin' grass. And he cut the grass. And to this day, he is so specific. And maybe that was the wrong way of doing it, but he's like regimented. Same, hockey does that to you. You're so regimented in certain things you do, right? So anyways.
I enjoyed it. In the last house, I had the synthetic turf in a couple areas. And then there was one area in the side, I would enjoy doing it. And, you know, I had an electric mower and you would get into it. You know, it wasn't a huge area, but you'd go back, you'd go forth. You know, sometimes you put a little design into it, like at Wrigley Field or Fenway. But I always enjoyed it, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't miss it now that I don't have a house. No, I can. There's other shit I can do besides that. So,
is there any other yard work, or does the association do all of it?
They're supposed to do all of it, but they just switched from one company to another that oversees the lawn maintenance and everything. I haven't seen anybody in a while. So I go out and I'll cut a few trees. I cut my neighbor's trees because they start to sprout, the shrubs start to sprout. I'll use the hand trimmer. And then when nobody's looking, and I hope they're not watching, but when nobody's looking, I'll go into the back, what do they call it, the back 49, and I'll trim a few trees so I got a nicer view of the mountain.
Is that legal?
Sure. Sure. Let's say it is.
I want to do a shout out. We got somebody else to come on the bandwagon from the former show.
Oh,
so let me get the name correct. Deb Minershagen Anderson.
That's Mesringhausen Hosen. She
they screw up Jimmy's name.
She went to the dark side to help the fucking jabroni, my ex-defense partner, who has ghosted me for the last year.
Well, number two.
He went to the dark side and helped him. And I said, don't contact me. So it's been over a year, Deb. All good.
Oh, really? Well, she's on board.
Good.
She informed me that she watched episodes 1 and 2, loves it, and we have yet another follower.
She needs to catch up. We're on episode 8 today, so she's got some watching to do.
Yeah, but believe it or not, episode 8, Larry P, Larry M, the great Clint, Jessica Brothers Beal in the Mission Control.
Justin Timberlake got into a little bit of trouble. Did we talk about that?
I think in the bottle.
Yeah.
This was over 4th of July, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. He must like his PBRs like you and I.
I just look forward to that return tomorrow at 1:00 because I have a feeling it's not going to be a very slow start. You're going to jump right in. You'll warm up with a few seizures.
I'll be driving. So I'm just going to have a couple and then we're going to walk. My son is a very smart kid. He bought a place where he could walk right across the street to the brew house. There's like 6 breweries and the SkyTrain. So he can take the SkyTrain. He can have a bunch of beers, take the SkyTrain, go down and watch a hockey game in 25 minutes, go downtown. And
so this is where, in Vancouver?
It's called Port Moody. So I'm in Coquitlam. Then there's Port Coquitlam, which is on the water, hence the name Port. He goes to Port Moody, which is also on the water. And so there's an inlet that goes, the hell's the name of the inlet? Burrard Inlet that goes, so it's water that goes into the ocean, Pacific. Pacific. Yeah. You're at the Atlantic. So yeah. So he's 15 minutes closer to downtown than I am, but I don't need to go downtown because I don't.
So you'll spend the day with him tomorrow and then the birthday party's tomorrow night.
No, Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yeah. Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay, sounds like a big weekend. And
Yeah.
anything going on for Oktoberfest up there?
Not that I know of. No. And then Sunday, of course. So Friday's tomorrow, a few beers with my son. Saturday's the birthday party. Sunday, all day football around. Well, you text me every day, so you know exactly what I'm doing.
I haven't spoken for 2 weeks. I thought I'd hear from you, when I said there's tornadoes here.
I asked you how you were doing. So anyways, 2:00
I
on
think
Sunday.
the exact text was, "Are you alive?" ? 4 days later. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove you from my
give you time
phone
to get
where I had you entered as ice in case of emergency.
I just wanted to give you 4 days to get your power back. That's all. So
that was very kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah. 2:00 on Sunday, I'll have a Caesar with a celery and a lime and a nice Tito's vodka. Watching football.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I will be going to the local Oktoberfest at the Indian River Fairgrounds this Saturday. So various sundry brats, kielbases, and huge steins of various imported beers.
Nice.
So that will be Saturday's agenda.
I would have to talk to my kids. They know all the events that are happening. I don't follow it.
It's usually the second and third week of October.
Yeah.
But you have your Thanksgiving already, ours, of course, or Thursday of November.
Yes. Football Sunday or Thursday.
Football Thursday. We got football tonight. I think who's tonight? Broncos and tonight Broncos and
Atlanta.
Saints.
No, Saints. Yeah, crappy game.
So
we'll watch baseball.
I asked you a question a couple weeks ago. It actually came to fruition, but it was rectified. So Rempe is on the roster, fourth line.
Yeah.
We sent him down to Hartford for a day or two. They brought him up. But when I ask you now, as it relates to Shesterkin, I think you need consistency in the net, and they got to pay him. And it's imperative that they keep him signed for a chance to win the cup.
Yeah. Ottinger just signed for 66 or 68. My eyesight's going 66 for 8 years.
It'll be a big number.
Yeah. So he's going to make more than Ottinger for sure. So obviously the Rangers didn't come in with a good number.
You want to get this done early. Like I said, they got off to a good start. They're 2-1. They got their second game now against Detroit. They were at the Garden last week. They opened up with that, whatever they call the team, the Utah hockey team, who actually they're good. The former Coyotes.
Yeah.
So 2-1 playing now as we speak. Probably on MSG, and then they go to Toronto on Saturday to play the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I don't watch hockey, but I guess Matthews scored last night, so he'll still get 50 or 60. He always does. So
they'll find a way to lose.
But yeah, but it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about the regular season? It's the playoffs. So you got Dallas is 4-0. Calgary surprisingly 4-0.
Calgary. Yeah, couple undefeated teams.
Yeah.
So a little bit of action opening weekend. I think the Islanders will be very, very interesting this year. They made a few changes. Lou Lamoriello is basically given Patrick Waugh the team. So they ended strong. I think they're going to be interesting. So watch a little bit, but we talked on it before. You got the greatest month of sports right now. We got the 2 baseball playoff games on, football tonight, college football in the prime, the pros Sunday rather. Got hockey kicking off, NBA kicking off now in a couple weeks. So you got everything. Today was the first. It was probably about 68 this morning, up here. So Clint probably saw the same thing. First day where a cool front came down here. So after 7 months of just oppressive heat, and another byproduct of that storm, my club now will not reopen until next Sunday. The moorings right on the Indian River got ravaged, and Hawks Nest which has had that 9-month burn and redo, it's a Fazio, was projected to open up the 3rd week of November. I hope that was not impacted, with the heavy rain. But no golf for a week, and most likely another week.
Yeah. Well, starting tonight, we're going to get whatever, and I hate the millimeters and I hate the kilometers. We're going to get 200 millimeters of rain. So, Clint, while we were sitting there, ask Siri how many inches 200 millimeters is. Is that 20 inches?
20.
It's an atmospheric river. Is going to drench this. We're going to have floods.
20 inches of rain?
I think so. In 3 days.
They didn't have that here last week in the hurricane.
Siri said it's 0.79 inches.
200 millimeters is 1 inch.
Let's ask him.
Well, they're calling it an atmospheric river.
Tell Rochelle to bring the rowboat back to the box store.
So I guess it's not that bad. Who knows?
Lawrence Joseph Melnick was obviously not a math major or a
Well, I don't-
major at the
Who gives a
academy.
shit? What's a millimeter? Like
Let's ask Siri again. How many we asking?
200 millimeters.
200 milliliters. Hey, okay.
Millimeters. Mm.
Hey, millimeters.
Yeah.
Hey Siri. How many inches?
Yeah. Anyways,
Hey, Siri.
I
How
think
many
this is a
inches?
byproduct of you not drinking,
200
because you were
millimeters.
much more lucid with your commentary. You talked about the minerals of all the ingredients in beer. You're not drinking now. You're completely whacked.
I've shocked my body.
7.8 inches.
What is it?
7.8. 7.8.
Thank you. It's almost
7.8.
8 inches. We're going to get 8 inches in the next 3 days. Where that's going to go, I don't know. So some of our rivers and creeks and things are pretty low.
Well,
What was I going to say? What were we talking about? Yes, I never shock your body. Like beer is good for you. Anyways,
as long as I've known you, you've told me about the relationship with you and beer, and
Yeah.
now this sudden drawing out.
So
I'm having another blue moon as we speak.
all right, sounds good. So let's talk about beer and these junior hockey players again. Like, can you fricking believe when those guys? Who the hell? What's the goalie in Philadelphia that's no longer there? Carter Hart.
Carter.
Were those guys in the Ontario Hockey League as well? Those 5 guys? Do you remember
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. So now today or yesterday, there's another 8 guys out of the Ontario Hockey League. A girl has come forward. She was going out with 1 guy and 7 more guys show up. What the fuck? What is wrong with these kids? Like, what the hell?
I don't know.
It's going to ruin 9 people's lives. Plus the 5 or 6 or whatever that are already out of the NHL, will never get a job, will be scarred for life in any job they try and go to. Like what? No respect. Anyways,
I don't know. It's
no respect. So that's one of the big. Like, can you not go out with a girl and just have a good time without bringing 9 guys? No, it's a team, but that's going a little bit far, fellas. Come on.
It's like a little P. Diddy.
Yeah. Nice guy, that P. Diddy. Oh, my
They
God.
got Bussy, and now all of a sudden, the whole South Beach crowd.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start to see a lot of prominent names coming up on these lists.
A lot of people are going down.
I think so.
Anyways, the start of hockey, I wanted to talk about something. And this participation bullshit that these kids, there's tournaments are going to start. I'm sure Thanksgiving there was a hockey tournament for, let's say the 8 to 13-year-olds, that age group where they all get a participation badge.
They all have to get a trophy for participation.
We don't want to give out a trophy. We don't want to, nobody wins or loses. Why do you play the game if nobody wins or loses? So my son, I was just thinking this morning, my son's in a tournament when he was 11 years old or 10 years old. One team went 4-0. They were completely the best team in the tournament. They didn't get in the final because they had too many penalty minutes.
What?
Like, are you kidding? Yeah. Hello.
When is that a barometer?
What the hell? What the hell?
So wait
So
a
I
second.
went up.
They're
went up-
4-0. They didn't lose a game, so you're in
Yeah.
first place. You're
Yeah.
not eligible for the playoffs because of penalty minutes.
Too many penalty minutes. So they disciplined them. They knocked it. Like, so I go up to the organizer and I said, "Hi, I'm Larry Melnick. I'm
What credibility is there?"
Said, "What are you talking about? Are you that stupid?"
You have to have competition.
Hockey is a game where you're gonna. Yeah, but you got kids reffing the games too, so the penalties are marginal, right? They're going to call stupid penalties because there's just young kids, 15, 16-year-olds are reffing. Oh, it's a joke.
It's part of the game. It's
part of the game. So, let's go deeper into this because the hockey season started, so we're going to talk about the bullshit. These parents think their kids are going to the NHL when they're 9, 10, 11. They're emailing the coaches. Why isn't my kid playing? Why did you do this? Why is that kid playing ahead of my kid? And all this crap. Like, put your frickin', just stay out of it, please. You don't know shit about hockey. You think you do, but you don't. You never played the game.
It's the case with hockey. It's the case with Little League baseball.
You got brawls. You got brawls with the parents in baseball.
Oh, yeah. You see it all the time. A disgruntled father in the crowd goes takes a shot at the umpire after the game or whatever, and they're extremely vocal.
I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll now. So now I remember. The parents have to go time keep and do penalty. Write down the scorekeeper. You have to be a scorekeeper. Each game somebody changes. So we're in this. I'm in the penalty box, or opening and closing the box, helping out, doing the score, timekeeping and scorekeeping, and fights break out, and the kids come into the penalty box, and I got freaking parents, women, coming up and shaking on the glass in behind me and saying, at the other team. I said, "What are you doing? Like, get back in your seat." And I get mad. I got mad. Like,
can we get footage of that?
I know exactly like when I was in the penalty box.
You ever take a swing at one of those old bags?
Well,
they probably look like Peg Bundy, right?
But you know what happens? They're coming at me, right? I'm just a parent. They're coming at me, and if I throw a swing, I'm going to jail.
Oh, you're finished.
Yeah, I'm finished. But these parents whacked out. Anyways, let's talk about something. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. 1:00, I'm having a beer. And I can just.
I'm very excited. This 3-day drought is coming to an end with the 20 inches of rain.
I think the only smart thing that the fucking jabroni, my ex-defense partner who's ghosted me for a year, ever said, have some days of not start. What were the words he used? Not starvation. Fast. Thank you. So this is just a small little 3-day fast,
which is good for you. You'll appreciate it more.
Yeah, it'll taste good tomorrow.
It'll taste good. But my question to you: you're not exactly the social drinker. You consume a huge quantity, so to just cut it loose for 3 days, you probably lost a few pounds. You probably have a shake.
No, I'm not. I don't. Let's don't get the viewers the wrong idea. No, I'm not that bad. So I can have 2 or 3. Tomorrow I'm going to have a few. Well, I'm driving, so I'm going to have 2 or 3 with a little lunch, and that'll be it. So
now, what does Rochelle say about this? Are you more accommodating at home? Are you,
Well, it depends. Like
she probably likes this.
She doesn't. She says, "Hey, maybe you've had enough today." I said, "Okay," but anyways, did I tell you we got a dog? So my daughter got a 2-pound Yorkie Maltese. 2 pounds. He's not even as big as my hand. So he's in the
dog's name.
Just take a guess.
It's your daughter?
My daughter.
Mel.
No, that you're on it's after a hockey team.
Oiler.
Close.
Canuck.
Nope.
Ranger.
Right. That's the dog's name, Ranger. So the dog that passed away about 1.5 years ago, his name was Rory Ranger. So now so that was his middle name. So now she's just taken. So I don't think he's officially been signed in or documented or whatever. So it might be Ranger Rory this time.
Was this a rescue animal or is it a pedigree?
listen, the women, everybody ganged up on me. Dad, can we have a dog? I said, no. It lasted for about 2 weeks. And I said, no, I don't want a dog. I just want to go travel and
It's
do
responsibility. You're always in the car traveling. Who's going to walk this dog?
Well, that's right. It's not my dog. It's not my wife's dog, but my daughter is at work today, right now. And my wife's been looking after him. My son looked after him yesterday. I have no responsibility. My daughter paid for everything, the food, the little house he gets put in. The dog is damn smart and he's cute as hell. So that's what
but believe me, you and Rochelle are going to have to walk that dog.
Oh yeah.
If your daughter decides to go away for the weekend.
Yeah. But or it's going to go to obedience school. So that's what's been happening. And yesterday, my back, I retired from hockey because of my back, right? I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't get out of the car. My back was so bad. And so yesterday, because we have a townhouse, it's not a big yard, but so I put a green like a retainer fence all the way around. Couldn't walk this morning. My back went out. So I was doing the fence for an hour and a half. So I should have had some beers and a couple of what do you call them, anti-inflammatories, but I didn't. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Okay, get some icy hot.
Yeah,
you'll have your beverages tomorrow.
That's
Anti-inflammatories are good. Having a leave, have something with that. Wash it down with your Caesar.
And I should tell you something. This stuff is what. Again, we should be talking to some of these people. This is called Quadra. It's out of the Okanagan, which is where I was, and it's got CBD. So it's a CBD, and
those are good. Those are bombs that good for pain.
It's a roll-on. I swear to God, it works within 9 minutes.
It helped your back.
9 minutes. It reduces the pain within 9 minutes. On my knees, on my back. Golf elbow, tennis elbow, whatever. It's unbelievable.
That's my problem lately, the tennis elbow, and I got a lower back issue as well. So I go to the acupuncturist, and what the previous one told me, easier said than done, don't twist. So when you get on a plane, don't twist to put the bag in the overhead. If you're in the sedan Mazda, don't twist to go to the back. But twisting is very bad. And watch certainly the bending in the yard, because that notoriously you reach over, you'll feel that spasm.
On the previous show, we talked about how bad our toes and our toenails are from our skates. I bent over 2 weeks ago and my back went out just to cut my toenails. So it can go at any time.
It's bending. Anytime. I'm throwing my back out just pushing the elevator button.
We're not specimens. Hey, we're not specimens like.
And I didn't play 8 years in the NHL.
Yeah. So I'm talking to my brother because I'm going next week, and
now, is there any way you can fly on a Wednesday or Friday?
It's already booked. Done. Oh shit! Cleveland, New York, 5-5 in the 9th. Oh my God. Anyways, so my brother phones me yesterday. I said, listen, let's.
I like Paul Melnick.
He's a good guy, and for some reason he likes me, which is, anyways. So he phones me and I say, listen, this is what do we have speakers for the pool? Do we have, it's 35, what is that? 85 degrees in Phoenix right now.
Wait, so I'm going to Celsius or Clint?
No.
You have to do a conversion?
I changed it to degrees, 85 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So I asked him, do you have a speaker for the pool? Do you have a cooler for the pool? Do you have beer? Do you have garlic sausage? You have all this? They said, no, Larry, we're going to go nothing. We have no food. I said, okay, we're going to Walmart. Have you been to Walmart lately?
No.
Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to go to Walmart ever again. There's just,
I do a Costco delivery.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want, I don't
Larry,
want eats. I don't want the crowd.
The cable guy. Larry, the cable guy was right. Walmart is a different place.
Oh, that's where he gets over the bridge. I don't want any part of it.
Wow. So, anyways, I'm talking to my brother yesterday. He can't walk. He needs a hip replacement. He says, Larry, I was so much better athlete than you, but I need hip replacement and I need this. And I said, Paul, I'm in perfect shape. And he got mad at me.
So this trip might not happen.
Yeah, it's happening. He was kidding. So, anyways,
So what about
that's
the
it for.
I'm
I'm gonna have to get them.
shopping when you go to Arizona.
No, I land at 5:00 next Thursday. Okay, which is whatever 7:00 your time.
Right.
We're gonna go right to what do you call it? Right now, we'll go to Walgreens or some grocery store. There's a local grocery store by his house, so we'll go there. Stock up. Lots
Does
of
Rochelle go on this trip?
No, boys trip. That's it. Yep, just the boys. So, anyways, we're going to take a week off or so, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. I'd like to go to Arizona.
Okay, have fun. When are you going?
I could have carved out a week next week to.
Well, this is a brothers deal.
Just the two of you?
Just the two of us. Yeah.
What are the chances there will be an altercation by day 3?
Never.
Never?
It's his place. It's his place. He's had it forever. I go there a lot. I might go back in April 15th or 20th or so. So
now he'll stay there the whole winter, right?
He'll go 3 months. So I think he's been there beginning of October. He'll stay till December, and then he'll go back in January, February. He'll go for almost 6 months, the maximum that Canadians
Wonderful. Breaks up the winter.
Yeah.
Arizona's nice. It's a nice climate in the wintertime. You don't have that oppressive desert heat.
Yeah.
You'll probably go to Vegas one day.
80 to 85 is perfect for golf for me.
Oh, you'll love it. It's what we call dry heat.
Yeah. Work up a little sweat and we're good to go. So anyways, that's all I got for today.
I guess that's Clint. I guess that's it.
I'm ready to wrap it.
Poor Clint. He got his little guy Keegan his Halloween outfit tonight, so they'll be trick-or-treating.
Nice.
And all good down here. So we may or may not be back next Thursday. To our fans, we'll figure it out. The Melnicks are going to be together, so it might be a Larry and Clint show.
I'll do. Yeah, you guys can do it. I'll do some homework. We'll have some stories. My brother will have some stories. And
I'll do the show with Clint. If you just go to assist at one of these little junior hockey events, and if you can just get a picture, just cold cock one of those
aggressive women parents. Yeah.
Pull the Lawrence Joseph Melnick that we all know and love, and it's you can't resist it. Just
yeah, sounds good to me.
One left hook.
We'll stay in touch. I'm sure you'll text me. See you guys.